Welcome back to Grade 11 Advanced Algebra and Precalculus Foundations. This is Session 2, Domain, Range, and Interval Thinking. Today we decide which inputs a function is allowed to use and which outputs it can produce. By the end, you should be able to identify domain restrictions, interpret range, and write intervals with correct endpoints. The domain is the set of inputs that are allowed. The range is the set of outputs that can happen. For domain, two warning signs show up again and again. For rational expressions, the denominator cannot equal 0. For square root expressions, the radicand must be greater than or equal to 0. Always write restrictions before simplifying. Consider f of x equals the fraction x squared minus 9 over x minus 3. Before simplifying, look at the original denominator. X equals 3 is forbidden. Now, factor x squared minus 9 as x minus 3 times x plus 3. For allowed inputs, the expression behaves like y equals x plus 3, but the original restriction remains. So there is a hole at x equals 3, and the missing output is 6. Now consider g of x equals the square root of 2x minus 8. For a square root, the expression inside the root must be non-negative. Solve 2x minus 8 greater than or equal to 0. Add 8, then divide by 2. The result is x greater than or equal to 4. The domain is 4 to infinity, including 4. Because a square root output is never negative, and the smallest output is 0, the range is 0 to infinity. Your turn. What value is excluded from the domain of q of x equals 5 over x plus 4? Pause the video and solve it. The denominator cannot be 0. Set x plus 4 equal to 0. Then x equals negative 4. So negative 4 is excluded from the domain. After the video, complete these three tasks. Find the domain of m of x equals the square root of 12 minus 3x. Then find the domain and range of n of x equals x squared minus 16 over x plus 4. Finally, sketch a graph with domain negative 2 to 5 and range negative infinity to 3. Use this order. First write restrictions, then simplify or graph. That order prevents hidden domain mistakes. Today you learned 4 ideas. Domain means allowed inputs. Range means possible outputs. Denominator restrictions must be written before simplifying, and square root restrictions come from requiring the radicand to be non-negative. Before moving on, write one sentence. The restriction I must check first is, that habit prevents many domain and range mistakes.